Hi, I'm Carcina.
Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Now, let's have the talk, because when you rewriting the rules of the game and you're rewriting the rules of what's important and what isn't important, it's clear to have a concise opinion when everybody's trying to sell you propaganda. And a lot of people, they show up for the salaciousness, but there's a bigger problem on the table. And the bigger problem is not a simple one. And it's one that, it details delicacy, because no one's going to love a child more than their parents. The parents are the ones that's going to dictate what's what in the Harris household or any household. It's the parents. So when you see it happen yet again and over, you're starting to see a cycle. Some that just don't make any sense whatsoever. So you start asking yourself, like, wait a minute now. This is not making any sense. This boy continuously gets himself into trouble and then expects his daddy and them to bail him out. Now, this recent arrest, which was so stupid and could have been avoided, all he could have did was get a ticket and go home. He don't have the mental temperament to keep himself out of trouble and go into jail. Now, this time, he was arrested in Georgia on a failure to appear warrant. He was pulled over. When officers checked his record, they found out he was wanted in Pickens County. Now, it could be true that the kid probably didn't know that, but this kid has had these problems for years. And T.I. and Tiny know all about it, all far too much. They know what's going on with this kid.
There to back him up, everything can keep going. But this time is different. King was pulled over by the police early in the morning for speeding. They found contraband in his car, and he even refused to cooperate with law enforcement. He was taken away on the spot, and I didn't get to the scene until a few hours later. The moment I got there, I knew this was no longer just a young man making a mistake. This case isn't over legally. I paid $4,545 to bail him out, but at the scene, I didn't see fear in him, and I didn't see real reflection. There was even a sense of emotional resistance. That's when I realized for the first time that he had started to treat rules as something he can challenge instead of a line he has to respect. So I've made a decision. Until he learns how to take responsibility for himself, I will no longer carry the consequences for him as his father. But if one day he truly stops and changes, then I will still be his father. I choose to set family. I'm going to cut ties with King, and I'm going to apologize to 50 Cent. Just like he said, King really is a failure. I've solved too many problems for him, to the point where he started to believe that as long as I'm there to back him up, everything can keep going. But this time is different. King was pulled over by the police early in the morning for speeding. They found contraband in his car, and he even refused to cooperate with law enforcement. He was taken away on the spot, and I didn't get to the scene until a few hours later. The moment I got there, I knew this was no longer just a young man making a mistake. This case isn't over legally. I paid $4,545 to bail him out, but at the scene, I didn't see fear in him, and I didn't see real reflection.
Now, that's a very good point there. There's no real reflection. But how did King's behavior get this bad? You see, that's the $1 million question. How did his behavior get this bad? Years of neglect. It's hard for a parent to tell their son no. They just can't do it. It's hard.
First of all,
Because they're a little bit,
first of all,
and you don't want to tell them nothing. You don't want to tell them nothing because they so adorable. And you raised them. You remember them when they was a baby. You remember them when they were real little. Now they big and badass. And you got to be the bad guy now. You got to be the disciplinarian. He said his parents got him a girlfriend living with him instead of helping him take responsibility. That's when I knew he's not responsible. They know it. Exactly. Now, when he want to take the high road or the realization, this is the fallout that you got to deal with from how you raised him. You knew when this kid was growing up what was going to happen to him. You, T.I., you supposed to break him. You have to break your boy. This is the point. You're supposed to break him. You're supposed to break your boy. There's no doubt about it. You're supposed to break him in half. Because this kid just doesn't understand and he doesn't get it. And Tiny and T.I. made every excuse in the book for this boy.
First of all, that wasn't cooking my shit. Yeah, recook. What? Hold up. Where yours at? This are you? So what? Hold up.
Yeah, it's alright.
I'm about to go ahead and J down. They got me fucked up. And I hope nigga think I won't jump across that table. Alright, watch this. Not right now. Thank you. Thank you. What? Yeah, I ain't think smart while I'm in this motherfucker house. Show out. Watch me. Got customers. I don't give a fuck about no customers. Watch. Goddamn. It ain't no pickle on that. Bet everything that you work for is a pickle on. Like what? If it ain't no pickle on there, I'll give you $1,000 right now. Stop fucking playing with me. And I'm gonna look at my shit. Let it be some spit or something on me. Let it be some spit or something on my mouth. And what? I'm getting off live. Watch. What? Because what I'm trying to say is, but what I'm saying is, they wasn't talk like that outside. Hey, I can talk how the fuck I want to wherever I'm at. I'm on live, Shawty. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. This ain't your fucking restaurant. This ain't your fucking restaurant. Everything you make, I can pull out my pocket right now. I ain't tripping on you. I ain't tripping. Get the hell out of my face. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Who the hell is he? What's your name? My name King. You know it and your mama know it. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. File your shit.
Come back.
What? On game what? On game what? Come here. Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. We out here. We out here. I'm outside.
Okay.
I'm outside. Come on, shake some. Come on, shake some.
They gonna get dropped while he plays.
Come on, shake some. Hey, get your employees. Get your employees. Yeah, fucking something in this. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. And you still talking inside though. You still talking inside though. Why you inside? Can't stop me from doing shit. I'm doing shit. Let me get my food. Thank you. Just talking like they like that. They ain't like that. Before I get back here and pistol with them. Fuck. Wait till I get back and see him out here late night. Wait till I slap a alright, yeah. Yeah, wait. Wait till I come back in the market late night. And then it's just you and I slap you up. Yeah. You trying to act off, son. All like this in front of all your people. Tell your mama I said Happy Mother's Day. And then Karen in my face and shit. Like what? Why I slap her with this money? Hey, cuz. Hey, cuz. I don't know who the slapped out his fucking love. What did I have to make Argo do the whole time? I had to walk out of there right from my your ass back. I with your ass back. I walked out. He up in this bitch. Outside, come on. Come on. We outside. And he's still talking inside. He's still talking inside. I'm telling him to come out. I was outside. I'm telling him to come out. Man, them, hey.
I'm boy, what?
Man, what? Cause they, hey, alright, no song.
What? You?
Hey,
We got that bitch right
hey, I don't give me to, what? Niggas can't tell me how to.
Yeah, what's up?
Now, you see that behavior. Everybody is like, what in the world was this? And T.I., his response to the situation told me all I needed to know.
But what I'm saying is, they wasn't.
You can talk like that outside.
Hey, I can talk how the I want to wherever I'm at. I'm on live, shawty.
You know, a few people picked it up. A few people talked about it. A few people, you know, congratulated us. And I appreciate that. I really do. I value that. No matter how major of.
Now, I knew then when they keep making apologies for this boy that you know is out of control. And he liked the fame. He don't see himself as a problem. He see this as an opportunity. That's what he see. This is all a game to him. You exposed him to the fact that the rules don't apply. That's what he feel like. He don't feel any responsibility for anything or anyone. He don't respect anything. So when you got somebody who act like they above the law, they don't respect nothing, how do you think the world's supposed to treat them? He gonna find out real soon that the world does not cater to his ego. Then what he gonna do, Tip? if you don't break your child in when you know they out of control young, when they get older, they not gonna grow out of it. Some gotta grow them out of it. Y'all spared the ride and was putting them kids. Y'all let the white people tell y'all how to raise them kids on that TV show. And they grew up with cameras in their face, so they started thinking they were stars. And they wasn't. You should have had that belt out, and you should have been a daddy.
I appreciate any consideration and appreciation given to my family, any celebratory comments. I appreciate all of it, right? But it seems as though the news of that was halted because it was in competition with some kind of minor ass remedial petty skirmish that happened at Waffle House. Now, hey, listen, bro. Anybody in here who's my age or even close to my age, you done been young before. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. You know how that's gonna go. You know it's gonna be a lot more times where you do the wrong thing before you learn exactly how to do the right thing. Everybody already know that. You know what I mean? I'm not expecting my children not to. I am expecting them not to do it on camera as much, but you know, that's just the world we living in right now. You dig? So I got to wrap my mind around that. I have to make those necessary adjustments as a parent. And you know what I'm saying, man? Of course I spoke with my son. You know, me and his uncles. You know, we were perplexed by his necessity to go back and forth with the short order cook. I didn't understand why he felt he needed to stop what he was doing to engage someone who was at such another level of life. You dig?
Now, instead of disciplining his child, he wants to blame the person who's doing his job, who's feeding your damn child, preparing a meal for your child. You think it was okay to bash that man's profession as if he was doing such a disservice to your child. He was actually defending the female that he was working with, his co-worker, and this man comes in insulting his mother, who he don't know might not even be alive. But once again, this is what neglect looks like. You keep making excuses for the boy. Now, ever since then, arrest, police called, violations. This is what it's about, bro. Don't let them fool you. This is what it's all really about. They want y'all to believe T.I. is this great father. Family values. Family values. What family values was he teaching? Everybody who grew up in that household is either a mess, because the parents a mess, and you finding out their life is crazy. The mama eating every box in Atlanta, because daddy making her do it. So they ain't worried about raising the kids. They worried about trying to live the whole life. He over there slutting her out, slutting her out, slutting her out. That's what's important to him. He got to slut her out. That's the only thing that's important to him. He be like, if the kids sleep, yeah, all right, now it's time to play. I don't feel like dressing up in that today. Oh, you won't do it tonight. I don't feel like it with them other girls. Well, don't care about what you feel like. It's time to slow it down. Yeah, it's either this or this. Now I got this girl named Cinnamon. She coming by here and she'll be here in about another 20 minutes. She already on the way with another girl that's out here visiting from New Orleans. And we already, you just gonna invite them over to the house? Oh yeah, it is freaking time. And put the wig on, like I told you. So, the problem they ran into is that they decided to do this with a female friend that they see every day. Confusing the kids even more. Auntie Peterson is out here getting freaky deaky. Now, the only kids that's successful are the ones that moved on in life, is the ones that don't live in the house. Major he seemed to not be a problem. He was the one that all the other ones fell in love with. King, this first one they had, boy, he was the rotten one to the core. But you see, this is their daddy fault. And they reeled this boy in, they thought that they could, like, put it on automatic pilot. And this is the sad thing, because you send this kid out into society that you know in your heart of hearts, because this had nothing to do with money. Because there's plenty of other parents that do the same activity, and they know these kids ain't right. And they didn't discipline them right. And now they done grew up to the point where it's too late. Now the world got to discipline him. The world got to put him back in check. The world's responsibility is to do what you didn't do. So the world gonna deal with him in the way they gonna deal with him. Now they got to get in trouble for dealing with your reckless son who don't respect the law. He don't respect situations. It's like, man, y'all making fun of his son. Like, no, nobody making fun of his son. We're pointing out and we putting a flashlight, a spotlight on what the real problem is. And the real problem has been this from the start. This has been the problem, neglect.
I didn't understand that, and I had to explain to him that, you know, when people are not living the way they hope they would live, and here you is walking in with so much freedom and luxury, and you know people gonna posture themselves a certain way, so therefore you're gonna have to enjoy your life. You're gonna have to remove yourself from that energy and go enjoy your life, because they not happy with themselves. No way they could be happy with you. You dig? Of course I understand it. He don't understand it yet. He still got a lot of testosterone he working through. But the point is, regardless of that situation, man, is very remedial when it comes to the real meat and potatoes.
See, downplaying it. And that's what he always did. Anytime King got in trouble, downplayed. There's times y'all don't even know King got in trouble. People like, man, there's people down here in Atlanta was going to take that boy's life. T.I. had to pay these people off. Because they was really finna get King. And then y'all talking about, oh, he's special, he got mental needs. You knew this as put this boy in therapy. Get this boy some help. You knew this as a child, but you neglected it. Now, that ain't being a dad, that's being delusional. That's being dismissive of his behavior. And then it come back to bite you in the ass later on. Because he don't respect nothing. He don't care. So he gonna have to do a bid just so he can get this out of his system. So that means he got to go out there, get somebody else in trouble. Somebody else ain't gonna play with him, and they're gonna put that thunder on his ass. That's the worst thing. Then you really gonna be, you are really gonna be sad. Mm-hmm. They was like, it's not funny. It ain't gonna be funny when he gone. Yo, he locked up because somebody else gotta pay the price. See, that's the part everybody's missing. Somebody's gotta pay the price for his ignorance. He's like, man, you a dude going at it in the chat. I knew somebody was gonna get that and go with it. King need better friends as well. What friends he got? He don't have any friends. All the people around him is around him because of who his daddy is. He went over there hanging where his grandma stayed and trying to go to his grandma's house and live outside the gates and go run out in the streets all night, and he can go run back to grandma because grandma gonna spoil him like a grandma do. But there's rules. All this freedom. He got freedom. What freedom he got? Everybody got freedom, Tip. But you don't respect is something you in here preaching this blackness and respect, and then somebody in your household don't follow rules or respect. And you sit here and just gets dismissive to all of it. Just total denial. You blaming the doggone cook at the restaurant, knowing your son and did all of this. This is how I knew the vanity. He didn't see it as a problem. He didn't see it as a problem at all. And this is why he's in the state he's in. And he stay in this condition. Now, all they had to do, all of this controversy started coming right back around once they start trying to make money off 50 Cent. And I'm like, this ain't gonna end well for y'all because everybody gonna know about y'all's situation. It was like throwing gasoline on a blaze. Now they looks real dumb. 50 Cent out here with the Street Fighter movie. He got all these projects going on, and T.I. out here scrambling and scraping. These people don't seem to understand there's a very serious problem. Right, it's a very serious problem when you're dealing with people such as 50 Cent and the way 50 Cent moves. Everybody knows for a fact that when you go down this lane with people such as this, you're going to learn a very valuable lesson. It is not cool. And I mean, not cool to cross paths. Exactly. You go down that road with them, you going to end up in a Pikachu outfit in the middle of the street with the cops, telling them and yelling at them what you want done. That's how you end up. This is how 50 Cent made fools of them. He just exploited and pointed out and put a flashlight. Now the whole world get to see you now be a fool on the world stage. Over and over again. See, that's what he did. That's what he provided. He let y'all make the mistakes. And he just exploited to the world. This fool gets arrested in a Pikachu outfit. Now imagine if you got sent to county. And you had to stay there. He looked like the Latino dude from Transformers. He probably is a Transformer. He in Atlanta, man. Nothing surprised me. Man, we done seen this from the highest level to the lowest level. They should all know what time it is. There's no nobody can't get it. Everybody can get the smoke.
Bro, I'm in jail walking across with a Pikachu outfit on, bro. I hear the police officer talking to the female officers like, is that a Pikachu? And so it's like, that's not no guy. Ain't no way that's a guy.
Yeah. Is that a girl or a guy? Who knows? Chill, bro. It's a Pikachu. Come in, let me get a good look. You got book? Let me peek at you. Don't go to the mail cell, cause them boys over there trying to poke them out. This Atlanta is a little different. And you know what the bros is on. King got locked, but they thought it was Queen. Yeah. Gotta catch them all, this nigga a fiend. Got caught with drugs, pills, dope and lean. His own dad caught it in and gave a tip to police. Caught him lacking in a onesie. Oh man, this ain't funny. Situation like his mommy is ugly. As a king, he got money, no worries. Oh, is that a girl or a guy? Who knows? Chill, bro, it's a Pikachu. Come here, let me get a good look. You got book? Let me peek at you. Don't go to the mail cell, cause them boys over there trying to poke them out. This Atlanta is a little different. And you know what the bros is on. Only real nigga wear Pikachu. They really had to figure if he's a dude. He was happy to be locked up, he think it's cool. Add stripes to his gang sheet, king a real fool. Blame his daddy, he just wanna be like him. Is it a boy or a girl? He dyking. One thing about King, he riding. If you talk about his mom, you dying. Big cat, is that a girl or a guy? Who knows? Chill, bro, it's a Pikachu. Come here, let me get a good look. You got booked? Let me peek at you. Don't go to the mail sale. It's them boys over there trying to Pokemon. This Atlanta is a little different. And you know what the bros is on. It's the unit.
Oh, do me that.
Now, this dude had what, $80 of cash on him. $4,545. King only put $80 cash on his bill. Now, let that all sink in. Let that all sink in. All of this for clout. Do anything for clout. Hey, do anything for clout. Then you about to fight your mama and daddy because you wanted to have a pacifier until you was 9, 10, 12 years old. That's on your parents. That's on your parents. Yeah, that's what happened when they let him get this. He said Bronny and King need to swap places. That's has always been their problem. Y'all let this boy suck a pacifier till he was down there 12 years old. What kind of parents is that? That's why his grill is the way it is now. Cause y'all let it get like that because y'all couldn't tell him no. He want to suck a pacifier. And then he get embarrassed that y'all bring all that up right there in front of everybody in the world, putting him on blast. Cause he didn't want nobody he was sucking a pass. Right, then he have an epic crash out. I'm standing on business. Man, when y'all coming out sticking on the packet, I'm standing on business. They were, boy, man, you can't do nothing with me, boy, just stop. Nobody cared. It's T.I. and Tiny's fault. They know it. They made excuses for the boy. They knew he was not right in the head. Mm-hmm. Well, he's a character now, and unfortunately, he's a father now. Unfortunately, this fool is a father now, and they just like, well, he gonna get back everything he did with his kid that he done did to us. Then he gonna understand what we be trying to tell him. And look at her. She's like, I done got close to the family now. I'm in there. Let me get through 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 there. So now you're not thinking about your son's future, because it's your job as a man, King, to take care and provide for your son and your woman, not your mama and daddy. It ain't their responsibility. That's your responsibility. You're supposed to take care of said situation. That's nobody's responsibility but yours. And you're blowing it. See, when people give proper direction, then they go in different ways. You chose to move in a way and move in a light that don't make any goddamn sense, boy. Now, all of the repercussions that other people have to experience and go through because your daddy want to have your back, and it's cool. They was like, man, you know you got your own kid, man. You gonna do anything you can for your kid. That's true. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't want to do everything they could for their kids? But doing everything you want for your kids and being there for your kids is two different damn things. Because when you behind bars, you weren't thinking about your son or your kid when you were doing all that activity. So when you went through the birthday party for your boy and all this stuff, right? Getting matching finger tattoos. That's the kind of clown stuff they be on. No, he looked like his daddy. Looked like his rockhead daddy. Don't nobody know what his daddy is or what's going on with him. King came out looking like a whole bunch of people. Mm-hmm. That's the habits. You know, that's exactly what we'll be talking about when it comes down to the habits. Look at that. You see what he doing right there? That's him and his mama. Look, they went and got some matching tattoos. So they got what, king and queen, I guess, on the chest pieces and got them on their middle fingers. Mama and son. See, when you do this type of foolish ghetto shit, this is what I'm talking about. All right, we got King Corey over here, who just getting out. Hopefully King Corey has learned his lesson. To not argue over the 76ers and Joel Embiid. Well, of course, Christiane Rock, because who is she? T.I. at least got some money to blow. That chick is all the way messed up and was just getting money for being messed up. And letting girls, other black girls, believe that that behavior is okay.
They done built the whole playground. You see the playground? You ready to get on the playground? With a built-in trampoline. Love it. I love that for you, kid. You looking like, what the world is all this? Got you a slide, baby. Obstacle course. Shoot, a swing. Which one you want to do first? You got 3 slides, baby. And you're lit. You got a trampoline. A built-in one, too. Hey. Oh.
Go fruit salad, mother. With the lemon on there. Go. What's my agave? Hold up.
That's good, huh? Grandma cooked some spaghetti last night. He loving it.
I don't know if hey Maxwell, come on in. I'm telling this story time. I don't know if it was before I was Black Boy Max or before I was baseball player.
Be sure to like, comment.
Now, shouts to Nam Mag. But listen, this is the baby mama. And when the baby mama is as superficial and trifling, these are the type of things this boy is going to track. Unfortunately, this is the reality for him. It's never going to get any better. Right. Who talks shit to the people fixing your food? Exactly. That's why I'm extra respectful when I go to drive-thru. Even if they gave me a bad time, I'm extra respectful when I go through drive-thru. And people know that. They be, man, Singo ain't gonna get out of line. Say nothing crazy to the people there. These people getting you their food. But you got a kid that's been on a pacifier since he was like 12. What kind of parenting is that? So this is clearly on the parents. Yeah, they're neglectors. Okay, it's okay doing stuff for your family. Like she said, your grandma cooked this spaghetti. What did you cook? She ain't got time to cook.
No, that's not the goal.
All right, then. So there it goes.
I
don't know what you're talking about.
in the neighborhood, be that broke up with
I gotta get my ass up.
y'all wanna go to the bando in Memo neighborhood? Do y'all wanna go to the bando? Do y'all wanna go to the bando? To make him look better, he said he know not true. Silver spoon, I ain't never ate with that day a day in my life.
Nigga, you did have a silver spoon.
Look, used to have to come to my grandma's house because I'm getting in the
You
fight.
cried like a baby to go to your grandmama's house.
Every day.
You to hold your breath.
Every day. I don't want to be in these gates. I want to be outside in the neighborhood. That's why I want to be over there. But they don't understand that.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you the reason why you want to be over there. Y'all ready? Cause he can suck and pacify over there. Till he was 12 years old. He was sucking and pacifying.
Have you ever woke up with a roach on your face?
No, that's not the goal.
All right, then. So there it goes.
Or in your ear.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I got some in the neighborhood with me that broke up with roach in your ear. Y'all want to go to the bando in my neighborhood? Do y'all want to go to the bando? Do y'all want to go to the bando? To make him look better, he said he know not true. Silver spoon, I ain't never ate with that day a day in my life.
Sucked on a pacifier till he was 12 years old. And they said they like, man, grandma let you suck on the pacifier over there. And that's why his grill looked the way it do now. His teeth sticking all the way out like a horse. Like Mr. Ed. Because he wanted to suck on a pacifier. And they didn't know how to stop it. Man, any food could make a baby. That don't mean nothing. Being a father and making a baby is two different things. When your mama and daddy is taking care of your baby, that's often been a problem. Well, they say out of all the kids, who is really the father of King? But that's for a whole nother day. That's for a whole nother day. But now that this fool has done what he's done, everybody here can know and go from that point and see that the Muppet Baby Boy himself, who dresses up as Pikachu, the fault goes to T.I. and Tiny for being awful goddamn parents. And being the type of parents that tell their kids that they can do whatever they want and don't got to respect the rules. And then when you're trying to put your foot down, it's too late. This boy been trying to be a rapper. He got no damn talent. Who done bought a King Harris song or went to the downloads? You know, he know his son ain't got no damn talent. He love him because that's his boy. And nobody's wrong and mad at T.I. for, ain't nobody mad at T.I. for loving his boy. But when you keep making excuses for your boy and deflecting for your boy, you're not protecting him, you're enabling him. You're making this thing worse. And it's going to grow into a problem where you won't see your boy no more. If you do, it be in a grave site. If you do, it be behind bars. That's what this neglect looks like. All because y'all was living like savages in the midnight. And y'all got to deal with the consequences of being parents. While y'all was living that savage devil life, look at you. This is the repercussions of living like animals and conducting yourself in a foolish nature. I mean, that's a hard thing for a father to find out, that his son just don't have any talent. This dude has no talent. None. Zero. Zilch. And mommy and daddy got all this access and all this freedom they talked about with you, right? They talked about all the freedoms you can have. All you can eat at the buffet. I want y'all to listen to his music. Let's listen to some of this.
What up? What up there? What up there?
Trying to bring his daddy out. He's like, let me hug my boy. Well, I know you ain't got no talent. I'm going to come up here with you, man. Find something constructive for you to do.
And now, get up the thing that do your opinion. Hey man, I got one thing to say, man. I got one thing to say for our fallen soldiers, man. We gonna put it on until they get home.
So now he gonna come out and do a song to try to give it up for his son, man. Give it up for my son. He ain't got no talent. I'm the only rapper in the family. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to come out here and do this show because my son got no goddamn talent. I'm just glad he's doing something that ain't getting him in trouble. That's all he's saying. The Muppet Baby Boy is going to continue to do this. If I'm him, I got a $300 million clause out on King. Shoot, I'm paying that every month. I'm paying the premium. I'm trying to get one on him. I'll be like, let me get a huge insurance policy on King Harris. Let me get that now. Right. But they sitting here escaping the blame and they want to throw everything on King. No, they don't ride like that. They don't ride like that. That's on you. The way King came out is all because of you. The both of y'all. Hell, y'all knew what y'all was doing when you did it. I looked at the situation and said, damn. Here we go again. That's because these people want to see all of the fallout. If 50 Cent do a documentary on them, boy, it's going to be huge. And it's going to be one that they don't want to see. They don't care. I mean, come on. Dog, when do people do that? You know it's the mama and daddy fault. If anybody looked at, they said, man, you knew your son was a badass. You knew that before you put him out here on the street. Why would you put him out here on the street and you knew he was this messed up? That's the question they're going to keep asking. Well, you don't want to put him on the street. They like that. Because, see, that's what the algorithm is. The algorithm now is disrespect to somebody died. Blueface fighting with T.I.'s son. That's what they want. They was willing to pay me hundreds of thousands of dollars just to do this. If somebody ready to pay you $100,000 a month just for you to talk about drill music and talk about this guy got smoked, is that a smart thing? No, because eventually you gonna get smoked. You want me to be in my city, Chicago, talking about drill music that I don't listen to anyway. I'm like, I don't listen to drill. This is not what I do. So if I'm not in the drill music or I don't listen to drill, why am I going through the drill? Of sitting here trying to talk about this guy who don't have a record deal. Right, this guy who don't have a record deal, and that dude who don't have a record deal finna go in and call himself a rapper because he made a video on YouTube. Right, he over here trying to fight his daddy on camera when there's nothing he can do. Y'all let him talk about 50 Cent's deceased mother, all your sons, making music videos, putting 50 Cent's deceased mother on the damn thing, and he bowing down, putting flowers at the grave. Y'all think that's okay? And did you hear 50 Cent say one word? No. He stayed quiet. And T.I. know all about that quietness. That quietness speaks value. Because somebody gonna get hurt. When there's silence, there's a reason for the silence. Somebody gonna get it. You see, that's called common nature. Oh yeah, on the Patreon, Volume 3 is up for Raising LeBron. It's up and out there. So in case you was wondering, it's already out. Well, when people understand what we talk about, and when you start going down that gravy train, then you start to see it. Now I explained the Baby King thing that went down, man. I had made the video about Baby King album, and then they tried hitting me with all the copyrights. Now you see all these content creators be able to cover the music, right? Soon as I do it, here come all the nonsense. I said, okay, these content creators that cover the music, they want me out. They was like, man, you came in through the beef with what's his name? Knowing I got years of documented history of covering everything from these rap beefs and everything else. I've been covering album versus album. Who done that? Me. And everybody else is now wanted to steal the idea, and they wanted to shut me down in the music industry. And all these record execs, all of a sudden, they talking about, oh, people don't want to see that. Man, what the hell? How you gonna tell me what my subscribers in the algorithm want to see? Everybody loved the album versus album. So this one I said, all right, I see what they doing. I see exactly what they doing. When you have a situation that does not align with what others deem as important, this ends up being the end result of those decisions. You feel me? This the end results you're gonna get. T.I. is stupid enough to get arrested with King instead of holding King responsible. He showed up at this last incident saying, did he make you aware that he's in fear for his life? It's the police, fool. They was like, we was just gonna give him a ticket. This fool decided to keep going with the police. Why? Because he don't respect the law. He ain't never seen nothing real. He think it's a flex to do stuff like this. Oh, this is a flex. The only flex that's gonna be is on your neck. People tired, bro. They tired. Oh, the boxing, man. Shoot, that boxing was my job. Who had the fights in Vegas? We chilling with Floyd the whole nine. That was us. And now you see this clown right here out here looking like a complete fool for his family, though. This is what we talk about when we start talking about parenting. And this is not all on Tip. This is Tiny too, because she's the biggest neglected too. Y'all sitting in there doing all of this neglecting and sitting there pampering him like he a little baby, treating him, he a grown ass man, and y'all still treat his ass like a little bitty baby. You let him get away with every goddamn thing. Man, I don't care if you want to go to his grandma's house or not. That boy is gonna get an ass whooping. 12 years old, that's still, man, that's old enough to still get wore out. What you talking about? 12 years old, he's sucking a pacifier. I'll be like, if I see that thing in your mouth again, boy, you getting your butt toe up on the spot. You can't do that now. They got laws. They come get him. You come get him. I'll tear his ass up in Walmart. Show out, get woe out. Wherever you show out at, that's where you get woe out at. I know, man, but everybody crazy. The world crazy now. But hopefully this is a learning, teachable moment for the women that have been watching this. Stop spoiling the babies. Stop spoiling these kids. It's not necessary. It's not necessary for you to spoil these kids. You're not helping them. You're enabling them. The whoopings were not to be hurting children. That was never the case. It wasn't about hurting kids. It's protecting them. That was for their own benefit. Them whoopings was so they would understand what they did was so wrong. You don't do it again. You don't defy me. You don't try me. I told you, you didn't listen. These are the repercussions of your actions. That's what the whoopings was about. There's repercussions for your actions. You can't just go out and do everything that you feel you want to do. There's respect. That's what I'm saying. Shoot, I got kids somewhere and they tell me my son was acting up somewhere. Oh, I'm not finna come there and be like, hey, what's going on? Hey, take up for my son. I'll be, what'd he do? And he gonna know right away. First, that would never happen with a child of mine. Ever. Two, I'm gonna say, what'd he do? Oh, he did. I'm gonna look right at him. You did that, boy? You did that, boy? Huh? Wow. Oh, no, we didn't say do that. Oh, my God, you can't do that. Yeah, I can. My goddamn son. He know he messed up. He gonna get his ass go out right here in front of his friends. Now you gonna act out again? Shoot. Driving him right to the house. Cops be like, yeah, I heard you whooped your kid. You got that right, I did. Well, you can't do it. Says who? My goddamn kid. I'm trying to make sure he ain't gonna be in your custody later. I'm doing what I'm finna do. I'm breaking it early. That's what you're supposed to do. Put belt to ass. It ain't just a saying. Shoot, people was hit with house shoes, slippers. Auntie's way out, Big Market the way out. Well, see, that's the general approval of all of this nonsense, right? They want everybody to be subservient in some type of way, right? They ain't gonna never take no accountability for nothing. You know that. Brian Jackson. Come to the stage, Brian Jackson. So you tell me you need to have a child to know how to deal with a situation, right? You don't have common sense? Have you ever had a nephew? Have you ever had a godson? Have you ever had anybody under your care? So they just don't know what to do. People just doing it. They ain't got no kid. They don't know what to do about. No, stupid. You don't get to pull that and run. This kind of behavior isn't accepted. See, I was raised, buddy. And when you was raised, you understand the difference from somebody enabling their kid and somebody who just letting them go by. Now as he grown and it's too late for them to, because they don't know what to deal with him. They don't know how to deal with him. Because you're living with two enablers. And like I told you, money ain't even the object in this situation. This is why your kids probably end up going to jail. Money got nothing to do with it. I done seen it on every level. There's people that's poor. Don't even matter how much money you got enablers in every damn situation in household. These parents let these kids run all over them. Y'all done seen it too. Ain't nobody got a kids like, you ain't even got this shit. I done raised some. Everybody done seen this. They know that boy did was stupid and just reckless. Let him mouth off to the police like that somewhere else. They'd have probably killed that boy. And that's what I'm saying. People like King end up in jail or in the ground. And that's unfortunate because it did never have to be. Now, y'all join me on the Patreon. I'm going to go live over there for my VIPs, and we out.